we're making a really cute Halloween art piece featuring baby girl's feet and some paint. I saw this on TikTok. Which foot do you want? Oh no. 1, 2, 3. Oh. They made this look a lot easier on TikTok. Let's try that again.
I think everything's fine. Just push your toes down.
It's hard. Their toes are flexed. Okay, there's one. There's one. That one's good. Let's do another one. Should we just stomp it again? Cute! One more. Don't. Toes. That's cute.
Do it this way.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hello, friends. Please don't mind the baby drool. Keira is down for her last nap of the day, and then I'm actually going to document a night in her life. And when I say night, I mean all night. I've been wanting to document this moment in her life before she gets bigger, and as of today she is 12 weeks old, so technically she is exiting newborn territory, which is just honestly bittersweet. They weren't kidding when they say it goes by fast, because it does, even on the hard nights. I feel at peace with it because I really did make an effort to be present and just like stare at her when she's feeding and not be on my phone too much, so I feel really good about that, but still it went by too fast and she's like growing. So anyways, I really enjoy watching these types of vlogs from other moms documenting their night with a newborn. I know it really helped me just kind of know a little bit of what to expect, although you really don't know until you experience it, but still it's just kind of interesting to see whether you are expecting a baby or you just are curious. So now that we have 12 weeks under our belt, I feel like, okay, I can take a night out of my life to film this, but I definitely did not feel like that a month postpartum. Like a lot of the videos out there, I don't even know how they have the energy to do that, but props to them because it's so cool that they have that footage to look back on. And so yeah, I wanted to just document this like little snapshot in my life. Keira, I don't know, she could be asleep for 20 minutes, she could be asleep for an hour and a half. I really don't know. So I'm just gonna finish our little art project that we did. I got this idea on TikTok, and you take their footprint, turn it into a little ghost, and then frame it. Anyways, we'll just see how the night goes. And I'm going to finish this project, eat some dinner, and I'll see you for our bedtime routine. There we go. It's mommy. It's mommy.
Daddy. Daddy. Oh.
So cozy. So cozy.
So warm.
Red light and the Hatch portable sound machine. Those are like our two bedtime routine things that I think helps cue Keira that like, okay, we're doing bedtime, we're getting ready to go to bed. Just having that routine is really good for her. We just got a red light bulb from Amazon, and then the Hatch sound machine that's portable. I love it. I like the portable one so much more than like the fancy one. We actually took the fancy one back and just bring the portable one wherever, but we just leave it hooked in our room and then take it if we need to. But it has our bedtime song and all the different white noises we like, and she just sleeps right there. Now I'm gonna go get ready for bed. Yay! I highly recommend investing in cute PJs postpartum because that made a big difference in me just feeling good. This PJ set is from Piyama. I bought 3 or 4 different pairs from them, and they just have really cute matching sets, and it's just really easy also to breastfeed at night. Highly recommend. Once Keira is asleep, Andrew and I like to tuck in our home. This is something that I learned from a girl on Instagram that I follow. I'll tag her here. She calls it tucking in their home, and it's just where her and her husband kind of get together and do a quick tidy up. For us, the kitchen is the area that gets the most messy, and it's the place that stresses me out the most. Like when I wake up in the morning and if the kitchen is just crazy, it just doesn't feel great. If I have the energy, then I'm gonna clean it, even if it's just putting the dishes in the dishwasher. Every little bit counts. Andrew usually helps me, but he's doing something on his computer tonight, and there's like really not that much to do, so I'm gonna do this myself. But I do want to just give him a shout out. He's been so great. We have been a great team together, and I feel like this 4th trimester has been so positive, and a large part of that is because of the support that I have around me, and specifically my husband. It's made all the difference. He still gets up with me at night, so I'll feed her and then he'll change the diaper. He's been doing that with me every single night since day 1, and even though he's back at work, we still continue to do it together because we had like it wasn't even a long conversation. It was just kind of like of course I'm gonna wake up with you, because we both have important jobs to do the next day. We both feel generally pretty well rested in the mornings because we sleep around 7 or 8 hours a night. It's not consecutively, but we are just kind of used to the broken sleep schedule. But yeah, obviously if he was feeling really exhausted and tired, then I can take it on, but I really feel so supported that he's willing to continue waking up with me because we value both of the work that we do the next day. I am taking care of Keira and doing my own work, running my business, and Andrew is back at his full-time job. So we're both team players in this together. Because I'm exclusively and directly breastfeeding, I do wake up and continue to feed her. So it's not really something that somebody else can do for me. So that's why there's not really like shifts that we're taking. This is what's working for us. I am going back in for the night. We're gonna watch Outer Banks. Hopefully she doesn't wake up again until midnight or even 2 a.m. Sometimes you just never know. She surprises us. I expect her to wake up by midnight, if not earlier. Pogue for life. It is 10 p.m. and I am already hungry again. I had a very large dinner from Flower Child, like steak, a whopping amount of gluten-free mac and cheese, and broccoli. But I'm just never full. And now my stomach is growling. I don't know if I should just go to sleep, but I'll probably end up eating again in the middle of the night, which is what keeps happening. Breastfeeding just makes you so hungry. And I've been ravenously hungry for like my entire postpartum so far. So for the past 11 weeks, I'm gonna go to sleep now because she's probably gonna wake up in the next 2 or 3 hours. So good night. I feel very lucky because Keira only feeds for like 8 to 12 minutes. So it's always been kind of like on the shorter side. And I mean, she has been gaining weight consistently and it's been great. So she's clearly getting enough milk, but it's like weird because I don't know how much she's drinking. But just by knowing that she's gaining weight and has plenty of wet diapers hasn't like stressed me out at all. But I know some of my friends, their babies take like 45 minutes to an hour to feed. She has been feeding for 5 minutes and 33 seconds. This is the Nara app. I feel like at this point I could technically like just not time it and just go with my intuition, but I like to see all of my hard work. It's just very satisfying to me to see every time that I fed and just like to look back on like when she was cluster feeding, which was like yesterday. I just like to know also what boob I left off on. The one time I didn't use the app, I forgot and then I like doubled up on the one side and then my boob was like, what's going on? I like it. This app is free. So thirsty all the time. But I'm not that hungry, so. She's starting to fall asleep. I gotta wake this girl up. Now that Keira is smiling more, we notice she might have a little dimple, which is so cute. Good morning. It is around 8:15 or so. It was a pretty okay night of sleep. It wasn't like the best night of sleep. She woke up one extra time than she had been waking up in the past, but like I said, this past week she's been going through a leap. I had this like Wonder Weeks app and it told me kind of when a leap would maybe start, and it's pretty accurate. It's not something I go looking for, but then if she's like really fussy or crying a lot more than usual, then I'll look at the calendar and be like, oh, like it literally is lined up with her approaching her next leap, which is when their brain is like learning new developmental things and getting new skills. Like I've noticed some new things about her. Here, do you want to hold her? Pass the
baby puts on. Hi, girl.
so cute. Okay, so anyways, forget what I was talking about. This happens to me all the time. It's just like poof, gone. I might have to like pause this and like rewatch to see what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Andrew wasn't listening, so. Oh, leaps. So there are 3 C's that I have learned when a baby is potentially going through a leap, and that is clinginess, crying, and cute. I forget what the 3rd C is. I'll just put it here on the screen. And so yeah, usually when she's just like crying more often or cries when we put her down, she's going through a leap. Anyways, she's definitely coming out of the leap because, hi cutie. During the day, she's doing more things. She literally held onto a rattle in the car and shook it. And then she went cross-eyed because she was like looking at it. It was so cute. And she's been giggling and she's been just like more alert. And it is so cool. When she was giggling, I actually cried because it was just such a cool feeling. What I love so much about motherhood is I've never felt such pure joy, like pure joy. I've never felt this in my life. Literally, her holding a rattle or her laughing for the first time, it makes me like emotional. I feel myself getting emotional now. It's just the coolest thing. And then also what I think the hardest part, and take this with a grain of salt because I've only been doing this for like 3 months, but for me the hardest part of motherhood is like me not wanting her to ever get hurt or get sick. Caring so much, like you care so much that it hurts and it's hard to make certain decisions or like to see them in pain. That's to me what's been so hard. The sleep deprivation, to be honest, like we never really experienced an extended sleep deprivation. It was just like the first 2 weeks, and Andrew and I went into that feeling like, okay, we're gonna go camping. Like that's what we kind of talked about. Like, let's go camping. The other thing I wanted to say, my friend Andy shared so beautifully on her Instagram, and I couldn't have said it better myself. She said, something no one can prepare you for as a new mom is the everyday joy and happiness. Her caption said, I don't know if this makes sense, but I feel like I was over prepared for the scary stuff, the sleeplessness, the newborn trenches, losing your pink. I actually don't know what that means. I'll have to Google that. That I was honestly totally unprepared for the indescribable joy and how obsessed I would be with being a mom. I truly love it so much, and I'm so grateful to be on this motherhood journey. That's how I feel. I felt over prepared for how scary and hard it was gonna be, and then under prepared for the joy. And I feel that checks out. How do you feel, babe?
I feel like that's pretty accurate. Still waking up.
Okay, well, we're gonna start our day, but thank you for hanging. I'm probably never gonna do this again.
A nighttime?
Filming a nighttime vlog, but I'm glad I did it once.
I'll just tell you about it.
Yeah. I never felt like I could film this in the past because I was just so focused on momming and breastfeeding. But now I'm glad I took one night out of my life to just document it and this moment in time, because she's not a newborn anymore, or she's like 1 week away from not being a newborn, and it is so bittersweet. Love seeing her grow.
She's
looking forward to her sleeping longer stretches, but like, oh, when she's no longer small enough to sleep on my chest or to like cuddle with me in that way, like I'm thinking like way in the future, like when she's like 4 years old. Oh, I do have one last question for anyone. My wrist hurts so bad at night. It literally feels like it's popping in and out of socket. When I go to pick her up, it literally feels like it's stuck and popping, and it hurts. And it's just my left hand, and I only feel it at night. And I was asking ChatGPT what that might be, and they said it's called mommy's wrist or something de Guavern or something. But like, what do you do about that? Do I have to wear a wrist brace? Do I need to go to the doctor? Because I feel like it's getting worse. But again, it's only at night that I feel it. And ChatGPT said it's because it gets more inflamed at night because it's finally at rest. And during the day, I'm like using it, so it's kind of masking the pain. I would like to know if anyone's experienced this. What do you do? How do you make it not get worse? I bought a wrist brace, but it is so annoying to wear. I feel like it's stiff and scratchy, and I don't want it to scratch her when I'm holding her at night. So would love your thoughts and suggestions on that. Anyways, thanks again. Love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Cutie beauty. Let's show them the dance song. Dance, 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 dance. It's mommy. Dance, 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 dance. It's daddy. Dance, 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 dance. It's Luna. Dance, 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 dance. It's Clover. Oh, where are the dogs? Luna's still sleeping. Hi, Looney. Clover, where are you? Are you under the bed? Oh, hi. She's crawling out from under the bed. Hi, baby. Okay, let's start our day. Let's start our day.